now since last year. It felt very anticlimactic since we graduated in our bedrooms. Pretty cool to kind of be back in a little normalcy.
Feels amazing, you know. It was a tough year, and it was nice to get everyone back together. And
everyone's coming from different areas, back with the boys, seeing friends from a long time ago. Just happy to be here, happy to finally get it done, walk the stage.
I don't take this opportunity to impart words on you on your special day lightly. I know how important this day is. Class of 2020. In short, you are a remarkable group of people, and each of you are destined for greatness.
Loved going to Starbucks after class every day with all my friends and just hanging out on campus, hanging out in the dorm rooms, in our apartments, just having that camaraderie with all of my friends is something I'm totally going to miss the most.
It's enjoying the memories that you made on the field, off the field. Every single day was always an adventure. They really stacked it up for us here at the athletic department. I'm just happy to be around these guys again.
I want to thank John Dion and Mark Michelson.
Those are the two guys. They're the ones that got us through it. Sales and the business department at St. Rose. Without those two, I don't think we'd be standing here right now walking the stage. So
that's right.
It feels good, and I'm really glad that St. Rose did this for everyone because a lot of my friends that went to other colleges didn't get anything, maybe like a virtual graduation. So I'm really grateful for the experience I got, the education I got, and I'm excited for my future, and it's all thanks to them.
1, 2, 3. Well, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the class of 2020 commencement ceremony, finally! Woo! Come on! Woo! It is my truly great honor to recognize these graduates who earned bachelor's and master's degrees from the college in 2020. Well, when you can't have the pomp because of the circumstances, what does a graduation look like? Well, a college graduation is a really big deal, a huge milestone. And for many decades, we've celebrated the same old way, waiting for that day to be distinctive, unmistakable, linked to countless ceremonies of the past, and lots of cake. But last year, you didn't get that chance. You didn't get that chance to have this greatly anticipated, very special event 4 or maybe more years in the making. Why not? Because that event changed lives, the pandemic. It changed the way you lived and the way we had to operate. It swept around our globe. But we promised you, and today we'll fulfill that promise. This is your commencement. I wish I could have given you a commencement with all the guests that you wished for. No need for testing. But this is the world according to the New York State Department of Health. And you were not able to process in, but here you are, joined by some of the people who love and support you. And you will hear your name ring out, and you will walk across this stage, receive your diploma, and your pictures will be taken. And somewhere in your future, I do see cake. Oh, you like the cake? Yeah. Class of 2020, will you please stand and be recognized while we play pomp and circumstance? Families and supporters, please feel free to applaud and cheer your graduates. And graduates, take this opportunity to wave and applaud family members and all those also watching on live stream. And graduates, I expect nothing else but rowdiness from you. No one achieves a college degree alone, and your circle of support was absolutely essential to bring you to this one in this lifetime milestone. Thank you all. You may be seated. Before we begin, I would like to recognize members of the stage party who are with us today. They're each representing important branches of our St. Rose family. Jeffrey Stone, Chairman of the college's Board of Trustees. Dr. Marianne McLaughlin, Professor of Mathematics and the most senior faculty member. And Dr. Angelina Maloney, President of the National Alumni Association. I also want to acknowledge those graduates who followed in a family member's footsteps at St. Rose. You will always be special to us because you continued the family legacy. At this time, I would like all St. Rose alumni in the audience to stand and be recognized along with those 2020 graduates who are related to St. Rose alum. Thank you for making St. Rose an important part of your family's story and ours. In the 3 ceremonies that we're holding this weekend, we will award degrees and certificates to more than 3,400 students who represent the diversity of our state, of our country, and our world. The beautiful flags that you see on the stage include one of our great country and for the 76 other countries of origin of our students, as well as the flags of our 5 United States military branches. These flags serve as a reminder of the connections we share across geographic, racial, ethnic, religious, and cultural divides. To those of you watching this ceremony via video stream from other countries and from other parts of the United States, welcome home to St. Rose. We're glad you're with us. Now, will everyone please stand for the national anthem, which will be performed today by Mallory Meyer, a 2020 music education graduate and a member of the New York State Armed National Guard.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the the twilight celeste gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Mallory. That was awesome and beautiful. Please remain standing, because at this time, in recognition of our national and campus challenge to realize justice and equality for all people of color, including our St. Rose students and families, we will play Lift Every Voice and Sing, one of the most cherished songs of the civil rights movement and often referred to as the Black National Anthem. It will be performed by music class of 2021 music graduate Mark Manning.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoices rise high as the listening sky. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Oh, sing a song full of the hope that the dark past has brought us. Sing a song full of the faith that the present has brought us, facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won, is won, is won.
Thank you, Mark, for that beautiful and historic song. It is now time for me to ask Sister Betsy Van Duzen, a member of the college's Board of Trustees, to deliver the invocation. This year, all three of the invocations at our commencement ceremonies will be delivered by trustees who are also Sisters of St. Joseph of Carondelet. In that way, we connect the founders of St. Rose by those courageous nuns 100 years ago with our present and future. Their progressive values of social justice, love for all without distinction, and lifting barriers to education so that all can succeed remain the foundation and driving spirit of the college today.
Let us pray. Holy One, by whatever name we call you, surround us with your presence, your love, and your inspiration as we mark this special day. Holy One, you have seen the fortitude of these your dear ones as they adapted and adjusted and accepted life as it is still unfolding during this global pandemic. Holy One, you bless them with the gift of learning and of education, as well as guided them to succeed despite the ground beneath them shaking and the walls around them seeming to crumble. Holy One, as we ask you to shower these graduates of the College of St. Rose class of 2020 with the desire to learn despite all obstacles, the passion to serve despite the overwhelming need, and the joy to see possibility and hope in all their endeavors. Holy One, bless the families, the faculty, staff, administration of the College of St. Rose, who supported and encouraged and sometimes carried these graduates to today. Holy One, in this centennial year of St. Rose, bless this community so that for the next century, those striving to learn, become, and grow may join with these alumni, the class of 2020. And we ask this in your sweet and holy name. Amen.
Please be seated. And thank you, Sister Betsy, for your moving words. We're incredibly grateful for the leadership of our senior United States Senator Charles Schumer in ensuring funding during the pandemic through 2 Higher Education Emergency Relief Acts and the American Rescue Plan. Senator Schumer ensured that private college students like you were included in this plan and the funding. Senator Schumer usually joins us at commencement, and this year, we are pleased that he will deliver a video message.
Hello, College of St. Rose. This is Senator Chuck Schumer, and it's my honor to address the faculty and staff, the family and friends of the graduates, but most of all, you, the classes of 2020 and 2021. Congratulations. Now, I'm really sorry I can't join you in person as I do almost every year, but I'm grateful that modern technology allows us to still be connected on this graduation day. You are special, and I wouldn't want to miss congratulating you, COVID or not. First, a quick word to the parents. As a parent myself, I know how hard it is to raise kids these days, and how much you've invested in them. But it all pays off as you watch your son or daughter receive their diploma and become an adult before your very eyes. Congratulations to the moms and dads. You know, everyone says your senior year in college will be the most memorable, and for many of you it probably has been, but certainly not in the way you've expected. With COVID affecting our nation's health, our nation's economy, and your senior year, these have been unusual and difficult times. The challenges of this moment are truly unique, but so has been our collective response. The fact that we're still celebrating this graduation and not letting COVID stand in the way, even if we're celebrating differently. just goes to show you that New Yorkers won't let anything stop us from honoring what is so important in life. And nothing can take away from the fact that you've earned a degree from such a fine institution of higher learning. We have a long way to go, but for the first time in more than a year, we can start thinking about what it'll be like to return to normal. We're beginning to see light at the end of the tunnel, thanks to safe and highly effective vaccines. They're nothing short of a medical miracle, and I'm proud to have helped lead the way in Congress by prioritizing vaccine research, production, and most of all, distribution, so that everyone who wants a vaccine can now get one. And as Senate Majority Leader, the first ever from New York, I worked hard to pass the American Rescue Plan, which is putting money in the pockets of people and small businesses who have been hurt by this crisis, and helping our society recover in so many different ways. Now, I'm pushing President Biden to forgive $50,000 in student loans, a crushing burden for millions of college students around the nation. With a flick of a pen, he could wipe this debt clean and create a brighter future for so many people, including many of you. And so, to the classes of 2020 and 2021, my message to you is simple. Right now, it may feel like the future's uncertain. Many of you may not be sure of what's going to happen next, but what has been true throughout history is just as true today. That even in times of difficulty, there are always new opportunities, new ways of thinking, of doing things a better way. It's natural to fear the unknown. I'm sure many of you do right now. But don't let the harshness of this past year prevent you from seizing new opportunities. They're out there. You just have to keep your eyes open to them. Don't forget, you have incredible assets, a college degree from a great institution, and loving families who will have your back through thick and thin. Our nation is overcoming this pandemic, and we need your help and your courage to rebuild our country even stronger than it was before. This past year has revealed the injustices and prejudices that persist in our society, and we just can't go back to the way things used to be. We must make our society better, and we know we will, because you are our future leaders and because we have faith in you. So, to the College of St. Rose classes 2020 and 2021, I say once again, congratulations, good luck, Godspeed.
Before I turn it over to our commencement speaker today, I'd like to share my incredible gratitude with you for returning for graduation after having left the college in March of 2020 with a plan that you'd return in 2 weeks. Then that 2 weeks was extended until you learned that you weren't coming back. I could recite all the changes you experienced, but I can't tell your story. This was not how your college story was supposed to read. It took a turn that was not in your script. This ceremony is about your fortitude and perseverance. You faced so many challenges, tangible ones like technology, the loss of personal space, maybe a job and time with your friends, but you also had intangible challenges, overcoming fear, exhaustion, self-doubt, and for some, terrible grief at the loss of loved ones. At this time, I would like to pause for a moment of silence for all who lost loved ones and for all whose lives were lost in the past year and continue to be lost in this pandemic. Thank you. You faced all of these external challenges during a once-in-a-century pandemic, all while completing the work needed to finish your degree. Your experience taught you things you didn't want to know. It gave you gifts you didn't want to see. You accepted that sorrow and strife are part of even a joyful life. That if it is impossible to go on as you were before, you go on as you never have. That's what we do. That's what St. Rose graduates are made of. Today, we honor your resilience and strength of spirit. This year, we selected commencement speakers who are part of our St. Rose family and who have their own stories to share of resilience and strength of spirit, of incredible accomplishments and professional goals. The most terrible and beautiful and interesting things that happen in life, whatever happens to you, belongs to you. The process of regaining our footing in the midst of a struggle or a pandemic is where all courage is tested and our values are forged. This is your story. It's my story too, because I'm one of you. I'm a first-generation graduate of the College of St. Rose. I didn't lose anything or anyone to COVID this time. History would find me years earlier, after my father came home from World War II. He was a bomber pilot with Hell's Angels, flew over 22 missions, including D-Day. On his final mission, one of the engines was shot out over Molesworth, England. My father landed the plane engulfed in flames and saved his entire crew. But when he returned home, he couldn't save his co-pilot in life. My mother died of leukemia when I was a little girl. My mother would always be that empty hole in my heart that no one could fill. But what did fill that hole was the greatest gift she could give me, her unmistakable faith. When I reached high school, my father said, "You're not going to college," because we couldn't afford it. I thought, well, Captain Johnston, just watch me. It was a long journey, but I attended my commencement right here on this stage at age 53. Now today, we celebrate Judith Catlett, who, like me, was an adult student. After 40 years of taking courses and studying and being resilient and persistent, Judith will receive the dream that she has been working for since 1970s, walking across the stage for her St. Rose degree. Judith, if you feel comfortable, please stand up. Bravo, Judith. There she is. There she is. You go, girl. Woo! That's what 65 years old looks like. Awesome. It was at St. Rose that the Sisters of St. Joseph of Carondelet filled the hole in my heart with their values, which are especially meaningful as we celebrate the college's centennial this year. These values will enable you to get through the dark times and can be the strong foundation for a fulfilling life. The unifying theme of resilience and faith reside in each and every one of you. When I look out in this arena today, I not only see the graduates of the class of 2020, I see warriors who will stand up to injustice, fight for the equality in all arenas, and who care deeply about the plight of our world, its people, and its environment. I see strength, tenacity, persistence, resilience, fortitude, and courage. Lots of courage. In the last year, we have seen that is who you are, and that is all you need to continue writing your story. And I love what I see. We all do. Congratulations, class of 2020. You are now and always will be our centennial class. It is now my honor and pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker this year, Jermaine Berkshire, who holds a Juris Doctor law degree from Washington University School of Law and a bachelor's degree from St. Rose, and is now an associate with Wiggin and Dana, a full-service law firm in New Haven, Connecticut. You can read about Jermaine in the program, but right now, I'd really like you to listen to his story. Jermaine, we are and I am honored to turn the podium over to you.
Thank you. You have everything you need to be successful. I don't take this opportunity to impart words on you on your special day lightly. I know how important this day is. In 2013, I sat right over there, and as recent as 2019, I had the pleasure of experiencing my law school ceremony that spring, and then in the fall, to be sworn into the Connecticut Bar at the Connecticut Supreme Court. I just wanted to start by saying it's a real privilege to be here and share this moment with you. Class of 2020. In short, you are a remarkable group of people, and each of you are destined for greatness. I say this confidently because more work was required of you than you expected when you started your senior year. And guess what? You crushed it. You all are here not because you weren't impacted by 2020. It's because you took action. Know that those who succeed haven't done so because they've never experienced hardship. They are successful because they made the necessary adjustments. Although they were different for each of you, you all made the necessary adjustments and were successful anyway. Throughout the challenges of COVID, we saw video after video and read story after story of what appeared to be weekly racial injustices and a palpable tension within our country that compounded the grief that already felt like too much to bear, and you all still needed to figure out how to quickly gather yourselves, adjust to remote learning, and stay focused enough to pass your final exams. All of this for your reward to be an announcement that your commencement ceremony would be canceled. Many of us felt as though we needed to be silent about our pain and that we needed to just shut up and work our way through it. And there were also those of us who simply felt like we had nothing left to give because so much continued to happen around us that made us question the goodness of humanity and the conscience of our communities that it drained us. And still, as evidenced by your presence here today, you all gave more than what is typically required of seniors in your position and succeeded despite the circumstances. You did it, class of 2020. You chose to hustle. You chose to focus. You chose to grind. You chose to be better than average. Now, why am I reminding you of your journey? Because like myself, most of you will find that the story of how you overcame your struggles is your greatest advantage. It's the fuel that will power your grind, and it can be the foundation of your why. Keep your story of triumph and perseverance close, because I assure you that there will come a time in the future where you will need to remind yourself just how powerful you are in order to triumph over your next greatest challenge. I need for a moment to speak directly to the students who will be walking out of this building into the same circumstances that I had on May 11th, 2013. You see, when I left here, I moved into the home of a gracious St. Rose employee who several weeks before the end of the semester had offered to allow me to stay in the vacant second-floor apartment of he and his wife's two-family home. After asking me what big plans I had post-graduation, I shocked them when I revealed that I was just looking for a place to stay. I knew that there was nothing for me back in Connecticut at that time. My best bet, although all I had was several $100s in graduation gift money, about another $100 on a prepaid bank card, and a part-time job at Macy's, was to stay here in Albany and try to figure this thing out. I was and remain so grateful for the kindness of this man, because I couldn't afford an apartment on my own at that time. Here was the reality of my situation. After all the ballyhoo and pomp and circumstance of this moment, of being surrounded by family, friends, and supportive faculty, I had nothing else to look forward to. The pride and excitement of this moment was fleeting at what felt like the speed of light, and I grew increasingly anxious once the processional began for us to march out of this arena, and I remember audibly muttering to myself, so what's next? In the immediacy, once the graduation festivities were over, I borrowed this man's red Ford pickup truck and loaded all 7 trash bags worth of my clothes and life's belongings to the apartment. For several months, I slept on a twin mattress on the floor with a small TV nearby. I got up and clocked in every day at Macy's, at this point just from pure muscle memory. And I did this with the smile and energy of someone who had everything all figured out. However, inside I was afraid and ashamed of my circumstances, as only a few months prior, I witnessed my face on a billboard on the highway and on city buses promoting this school, and now my future looked bleak. I felt sick to my stomach, thinking that I peaked in my life successes. What helped me refrain from spiraling completely into depression and self-loathing was actually this journal. You see, I've had this journal for many years, notably in 2012, which was a pivotal year for me, when I found myself down on my luck that summer and led to the creation of my nonprofit motivational and personal development organization entitled the Great Expectations Movement Incorporated, GEM, with the help of 2 friends and St. Rose alum, now Dr. Kajana McKenzie and Gerald Moore Jr. I reread entries from that crazy summer, and it brought me back to how at the time, I felt like I couldn't catch a break, and that life was really doing a number on me in ways that would take far more than what I had available to overcome my circumstances. And you know what happened? I overcame them. It was in that moment of reflection, as I sat on that apartment floor on a cool Tuesday evening, with eyes dampened by the overflow of emotions from the interminable conflict of shame and pride that brewed within me, where I declared that I would never let my circumstances determine my success. The facts were that my track record had proven that I've gone through some really tough situations before, and that even though life hasn't always been fair, I still found a way to be a victor rather than a victim to my circumstances. So why would this be any different? Class of 2020, never let your circumstances determine your success. I also don't let those moments of struggle and endurance leave me. They're right here. They're part of my why that has molded my work ethic. It was like unlocking a cheat code in life when I found out that it was foolish to walk around trying to hide and be ashamed of my tough times, when there were clear lessons of strength and hope that I could pull from to power me through life's upcoming adverse attractions. This is what I want each of you to remember from your journey as you continue to grow your list of accomplishments. Remember, no one has become great without first having a story to tell. In class of 2020, you all have one incredible story. Spoiler alert from how you've handled the challenges of COVID, demonstrating how brave, determined, and focused you can be, is that your dreams will come true. Your wants, your goals, your desires, your needs, they are yours to be met. Just keep what you've already demonstrated. You all have what it takes to make the rest of your life the best of your life, and I need you to believe that. This man standing in front of you at 29, who grew up in a house where there was domestic violence, who knows the terror and toll of being in and out of homeless shelters, who knows the shame of making a few bad decisions as I try to navigate life, who knows the feeling of failure from when I roamed the campus with a 1.21 GPA in the second semester of my freshman year, who understands the weight of feeling like you need to live up to the hype, is telling you emphatically, as I stand in front of you as a corporate attorney, where only 5% of the over 1.3 million lawyers in this country are Black, that dreams do come true. As I wrap things up, I want you all to share with me some words that I've said to help myself, reaffirm myself over the years. I hope this helps some of you because although this is a given that we have to physically do the work to continue to be successful, I oftentimes find that we forget that some of the work is just jump-starting a shift in your mindset. So I'm gonna ask that you repeat after me. When I say profess, I want each of you to say with me, I have everything I need to be successful. And when I say declare, I want each of you to say with me, I will never let my circumstances determine my success. And when I say believe, I want each of you to say with me, my dreams will come true. Let's do this together. Profess, I have everything I need to be successful. Let me hear it.
I don't hear you. Let's do this.
So we're gonna start this over. Now, when I say profess, I want you to say with me, I have everything I need to be successful. So let's try this again. Profess, I have everything I need to be successful. My man, you do not get extra credit for that, but I appreciate you. Now, when I say declare, I want you to say, I will never let my circumstances determine my success. And lastly, when I say believe, I just want you all to say, my dreams will come true. Believe. Now, class of 2020, I just want you to never stop asking yourself, what's next? What do I want? What's driving me? Hold yourself accountable to continue to learn and grow. It's so important that we understand the power and responsibility we have to shape our future self today. The decisions you make now will undoubtedly determine how you're living 10 years from now. And the decisions you made in 2020 showed you just how powerful, how disciplined, and how resilient you can be. So don't lose sight of what you really want in life. Don't ignore what inspires you. Be intentional about how you start and finish each day. And I want each of you to know that your life has value. And above all else, stay consistent in applying relentless effort to your continued pursuit to become the best version of yourself that you can be. Thank you.
Thank you, Jermaine Brookshire, R. Jermaine, for those inspiring words, and also the role model that you are in your quest for excellence and to help others reach theirs as well. Thank you so much. It is now the time you have all been waiting for, the granting of your degrees. Yeah. Assisting in the presentation of the certificates and degrees today are Dr. Margaret McLean, Interim Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Shea Butler, Vice President of Student Development, Dr. Gerald Lawrence, Dean of the School of Arts and Humanities, Dr. Raj Ariskar, Dean of the Heather School of Business, Dr. Terry Ward, yeah, he's so popular. He really is. Dr. Jerry Ward, Interim Dean of the Thami P. Lally School of Education. And Dr. Ian McDonald, Dean of the School of Math and Science.
To ensure that each graduate can be seen by their family and friends, please respect the space of those around you, and please do not come down onto the main floor. The Dean will hand each graduate their diploma. Please keep your distance as much as possible. If you so choose, you remove your mask as you walk across the stage to receive your diploma. Please put your mask back on and proceed off the stage. There will be a close-up photo opportunity once you are off the stage. We begin with our candidates for the College Experience Program certificates. These College Experience Program candidates have completed the certificate requirements. Please come forward and receive your certificates as your names are called by Dr. Shea Butler, Vice President for Student Development.
The candidates for the College Experience Certificate are Michael Anthony Cupano,
Congratulations.
LaShawn Horton, Christopher James Padula.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Danielle Lee Passarello.
Congratulations.
Will the candidates for the bachelor's degrees please stand? Interim President White, I present to you the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Fine Arts, and Bachelor of Science. The faculty and I attest that they have met the qualifications and the requirements for their respective degrees.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the College of St. Rose and of the Board of Regents of the State of New York, and upon recommendation of the faculty, I admit you to your respective degrees.
The Bachelor of Arts graduates in the School of Arts and Humanities are Judith Reed Catlett, Danielle Cooper, Daniel Edwin Figueroa, Ariel Gonzalez, Joyce Hills, Azad Kurd, Elizabeth Ann Newell, Lori Ann Elizabeth Mack, Jenna Grace McCarthy, Christopher Francis Nichols, Ariana Lisa Paul, Jamae Monique Powell, Ashley Marie Richardson, Janae Dolores Salter, Benta Sanyang, Nicole Tony, Valerie L. Vagasio, the Bachelor of Fine Arts graduates in the School of Arts and Humanities are Elena Marie Dauphin, Gabriella Ann Ficano, Alex Joan Miller, the Bachelor of Science graduates in the School of Arts and Humanities are Jacqueline Elizabeth Bedry, Kevin Bennett. Miranda Autumn Dornberg. Madison Marie Hempstead. Philip Angelo Inacchio. James Michael Johnson. Brian Michael Masella. Tia Malawis Senwat Matheson. Mallory Rosa Meyer. Joshua James Morris. Margaret Roberts. Connor Michael Walsh. The Bachelor of Science graduates in the Heather School of Business are Sean R. Berrios. Lauren E. Billington. Patrick Joseph Connor. Tiana Faith Epperson. Shakira Nicole Franklin. Oh my gosh. Alonzo Kenneth Gardner. Harris K. Grant. Wari Ninesoko Isaac. Marissa Elizabeth Isabella. Morel Leboris. Caitlin K. Mackin. Jordan Marciano. Andrew Joseph Melendez. Sean Allen Miller. James Patrick Murphy. Aja Okia. Carlos Emmanuel Uska. Veronica Pamela Venegas. Jack Willem Zigme. The Bachelor of Science graduates in the Thelma P. Lally School of Education are Erica Christine Applebaum. Brianna Lee Boone. Dara N. Boone. Cassandra Lena Cuperlino. Caitlin Elizabeth Catello. Tina Marie Ciarello. Iona Samandra Kozokaru. Tanya Lynn Ellis. Sierra Ann Everson. Hannah Marie Feldman. Sharice Sharon Francis. Gabriella Elise Giamo. Hannah Jane Gerard. Cameron Rose Guapman. Alexander Ross Greenwald. Megan Marie Hackett. Jasmine Janae Herring. Sydney Irene Holmes. Kaylee Ann Howard. Nicole Dominique Jordan. Claudia Renee Lebret. Michaela Rose McManus. Alexis Lynn Parker. Rocco J. Pucodello. Alicia Renee Reinhardt. Megan M. Schultes. Kaylee Margaret Smith. Halen Ariel Siblinsky. Ashley M. Trader. The Bachelor of Arts graduates in the School of Mathematics and Science are Skylar Janae Arrington. Darnell Dylan Figueroa. Hannah Elizabeth Granger. Mary D. Hodges. Carrie Teresa Kenyon. Cassandra Fiona Watson. Connor Joseph Adams. The Bachelor of Science graduates in the School of Mathematics and Science are Kyle Edward Adams. Andre A. Aiken. Victor E. Isagan. Amna Ashad. Sienna Renee Burbo. Nia Sarah Brown. Casey Mercedes Edwards. Jalissa Tashima Cheney. Destiny Christine Colon. Nikera Lenise Cosby. Gina Marie Crispo. Theo Caravan. Caitlin Marie Dobijin. Allison C. DeFrank. Travis L. DeGroat. Beautiful. Amna Ayman Dalia. Mackenzie Lynn Dort. Elizabeth Grace Gaynor. Sarah Bell Clear Germano. Jocelyn Kelsey Hermans. Juliette Louise Josweski. Kairumjit Kaur. Shannon Elizabeth Karen. Skylar Dominique Kimmel. Tyler Andrew Klippel. Jessica Marin Kuriaskos. Emma Rose Lacey. Autumn Lynn Mack. Noah Francis Massey. Taylor Allison McLean. Amanda Nicole Millian. Catherine Ariella Miller. Marissa C. Morris. Heather Rose Maury. Alexandra Nicole Natali. Carla Maria Nazaire. Nandita Pant. Jasmine Marie Rodriguez. Alyssa Lynn Schultz. Victoria Marie Smith. Kayla Rodney Stewart. Merlin Marie Thomas. Deanna Rose Tragoni. Tina Lynn Tobias. Ashley Nicole Turner. Emily Claire Wagner. Stephen Wing. And Jordan Marie Wynn.
Will the candidates who have earned dual degrees, both bachelor's and master's, and the candidates for the Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Education degrees, and certificates of advanced study, please stand. Interim President White, I present to you the candidates who have earned dual degrees, both bachelor's and master's, and the candidates for the Master of Business Administration, Master of Science in Education, and Certificate of Advanced Study. The faculty and I attest that they have met the qualifications and requirements of their respective degrees.
By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the College of St. Rose and of the Board of Regents of New York State, and upon recommendation of the faculty, I admit you to the master's degree and certificates of advanced study.
The dual Bachelor of Science, Master of Business Administration graduates are Nee Fogel, Sage Kristen LaMonica, the dual Bachelor of Science, Master of Science graduates are Eric Lewis Kaminsky, Jr., Christian Grady Quackenbush, this graduate has also received a Certificate of Advanced Study, Olivia Rueda. The dual Bachelor of Arts, Masters of Science in Education graduates are Darcy Jacqueline Dunn, Jacqueline Kathleen Fassetti, Whitney Helen Green, Marissa Amber Rakos, Brianna Lynn Turano. The Master of Business Administration graduates in the Heather School of Business are, and this graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study, Louis J. Greco. G. Greco. Louis G. Greco. Kenneth Francisco Ribat Diaz. Sartaj Mumi Syed. Brianna Sarah Catherine Ann Zong. Master of Science graduates in the Heather School of Business are Alana Elizabeth Bergman. Parode Ersha. Sigolene Lewa. The Bachelor of Science in Education graduates in the the Master of Science in Education graduates in the Selma P. Lally School of Education are Allison Nicole Almany. Georgia Knickerbocker Burkhart. Catherine Eileen Harmon. Jeremy Matthew Holland. Carly Alexis Lopergolo. Kristen Alexis Luke. Rachel Elizabeth McQuaid. Amy Lynn Palmer. Amanda Rose Pentak. Ashley Carey Roman. This graduate has earned a master's degree and a certificate of advanced study. Jennifer Vigo. The Master of Science graduates in the School of Mathematics and Science are Samya Garg. Balraj Govindaraj. Hashina Saxana.
Let's give all of our graduates a round of applause. Woo! Yay! And at this time, I would also like to express our gratitude to the college's faculty, whose dedication, experience, expertise, and care and compassion for their students is what has enabled you to earn your degree and receive the educational skills to go out in the world and make a difference. Let us all give the faculty present here today, those watching, our applause and our thanks and recognition.
Before we end this ceremony, I would like to thank all who have worked extraordinarily hard in a pandemic to make this very special event happen. For those watching on the live stream, the names of those graduates not able to be with us will be read and scrolled on the screen to honor all those who earned degrees this year. Whether you were able to be present or not, the earning of a degree is an accomplishment that is yours forever. The work of our faculty and students over these past 18 months was truly heroic, and on behalf of all of us at the College of St. Rose, thank you. So 2020 graduates, we have one more special moment for you that you have been waiting for. Now that your degrees have formally been conferred, please stand. On the count of 3, you are going to move your tassels from right to left. 1, 2, 3.
One year later, but very proud, the 2020 commencement ceremony is now concluded. We couldn't be more proud. Thank you so much. Congratulations to Centennial class.
The candidates for the College Experience Certificate are Noel Di Gregorio, Diego Montalvo Munez, Reriloa Oalabi, Mark A. Pinico, Nicholas Austin Taylor, Olisa K. Webb. The dual Bachelor of Science, Master of Business Administration graduates are Morgan Elizabeth Burkhart, Abby Nicole Burkhard, Darius Tyler Davis Sobers, Tess Marie Federation, Victor Rocha Goncalves, Cassidy Haskell Long, Maddie Ann Lander, Colin Andrew Lennox, Ryan Anthony Lozano, Nicole Alyssa McIntosh, Sonia Francisca Morera, Michael J. Oparik, Brianna May Romeo. The dual Bachelor of Science, Masters of Science graduates are Nana Sarfo Apia, Maxwell Sean Dresser, Carl Nico L. Labarera, Taylor J. Leclerc, Sammy Yuping Lau, Shanice A. Penny, Kiana Bree Reed, Kelsey R. Reed, Eric Salas Morales. The dual Bachelor of Arts, Master of Science in Education graduates are Malcolm Alexander Brownell, James Richard Davison, Georgie Lynn Drew, Brianna Lynn Haight, Jessica R. Werner DeLong. The dual Bachelor of Science, Master of Science in Education graduates are Alyssa Jean Beauvais, Jenna Elizabeth Hopper, Amanda Rose Schaefer. The Bachelor of Arts graduates in the School of Arts and Humanities are Bianca M. Arellano, Serafina Bell, Ashley Bryant, Eileen Kelly Burke, Judith Reed Catlett, Reed Kirikos Cronus, Joshua R. Colafemina, Megan Elizabeth Collins, Tiante Devante Hubert Connor, Justin Kelvin Covell, Melissa Cruz, Anna P. DeSorbo, Tiffany Marie Dakota, Leanne Patricia DiMartino, Michaela Nicole DeSano, Gustavo E. Diaz, Haley Svay Drake, Victoria Rose Belter, Joshua Thomas Ferris, Riane Francis Flynn, Kayla Teresa Franskin, Eva Michelle Desmont Frazzoni, William Edward Golder, Samantha Lynn Haynes, Brandon S. Healer, Suzanne Catherine Hogan, Kyle Michael Humphreys, Kyle Walter Johnson, Tierra R. Johnson, Genesis Jody Lomans, Christina Mattern, Michael L. Morrow, John Richard Mona McCarthy, Zoe Elizabeth McDonald, Lindsay Marie McGowan, Takora Ariana McIntyre, Connor Lawrence Meehan, David Joseph Meister, Richard Stephen Messier, Audrey Alma Moulton, Joanne Shirley Mulligan, Jackson Bartholomew Murphy, Sierra Veronica Nelson, Sunny Lee Nowacki, Elizabeth Helen Olmsted, Alexander Florian Orlowski, Lamera Tenny Palmer, Emily Christine Perez, Mariah Elizabeth Pickard, Nyana Janae Kwa, Gabriel I. Reed, Ashley Elizabeth Reisk, Victoria Ann Roy, Hannah Pearl Ryan, Sharon Marion Solomon, Lindsay Marie Skoras, Marzia Saida, Imari Talley, Amy Marie Tenu Thomas, Danielle Marie Townsley, Michael Patrick Tregesser, Randy Valladium, Michael Karima Wern, Carla White, Tavia Katira Williams, David Edward Woodman. The Bachelor of Fine Arts graduates in the School of Arts and Humanities are Lillian Way Brennan, Raina Olivia Briggs, Elena Rose Brown, Natalia Maria Carmen, Jessica Brookman Caruso, Carla R. Dortick, Gabriella Sue Gordon, John Charles Grady, Esther Casey Jewett, Ann Lynn, Victoria Marie Rankin, Alicia Jessica Rivers Barton, Veronica Ashley Sack. The Bachelor of Music graduates in the School of Arts and Humanities are Sean Daniel Butler, Daniela Alexandra Chavaria Chacon, Marissa Jean Corsten, Marissa Genia Segovia. The Bachelor of Science graduates in the School of Arts and Humanities are Zane Herrick Agnew, Zachariah M. Allen, Grace Viola Annunziato, Brendan Thomas Beaver, Amy Kathleen Branham, Mackenzie Lynn Cleary, Daniel Patrick Quat, Melanie Diaz, Victor Dmitriev, Ian William Drury, Christina Elaine Frey, Robert Thomas Friedman, Allison S. Genovic, Benjamin M. Grant, Connor Anthony Grocki, Sean David Hastings, Alex Hayes, Carline Lee Higgs, Alexander Edward Hittrick, Rachel Erica Leach, Belinda Bobby Ligatino, Grace Elizabeth Lineham, Eugene Raymond Lorini, Kerrigan B. Mahoney, Megan Renee Osman, Sobin Park, Sarah Rose Pearson, Aiden Daniel Sloppy, Jessica Elizabeth Finito, Nicholas Matthias Volbrecht, Vanya Alexia Yonique Williams, Elizabeth Woods. The Bachelor of Science graduates in the Heather School of Business are Gabrielle Eleanor Broadwell, Vito Edward Kazlanova IV, Nathan Wilfred Daigle, Damari Blossom Nugent Dalzell, Justin Jacob Davis, Hilary DeGrassi, Alexander Thomas DeLuca, Megan Elizabeth Divergilio, Cullen Enders, Emily Teresa Farrell, Andy Elizabeth Frank, Madison Rose Garris, Ahmed Yusuf Gamri, Isabella Anna Harakian, Amanda Lee Hart, Lalani Hissanio, Brian Lawrence Hill, Nicholas Jeffrey Johnson, Garrett August Clark, Casey Michael Krebs, Stephanie Lane, Cheyenne Liu, Savannah Marie Laverio, Christopher R. Longville, Chase Paul Masilak, Stephen Arthur McMeans, Lindsay Daniel Mannion, Andres Palermo Martinez, Michael Tevin Andrew McPherson, Genesis Mercedes, Shannon Marie Moore, Cedric Nellis, Timothy John Nugent, Charles J. Nicholas, Alexandria O'Brien, Patrick Thomas O'Donnell, J. Prakashbhai Patel, Austin Thomas Phillips, Emma Catherine Pankowski, Nina Pradanik, Philip Joseph Proper, Haley Jean Puckett, Sandra Ratkovic, Janelle Teresa Rich, Leo Rivera, Rizwan Ali Sadiq, Stevie Lynn Sveitster, Paolo Luis Sedoya Jr., Michael Joseph Sharkey, Nia Shields, Grace E. Shumway, Brianna Sonora Sisson, Christopher Joseph St. Dennis, Samuel Dennis Statham, Alexander Stasik, Brian S. Biglucci, Arnie Carol Walton. Tyler M. Warren. Evan James Weaver. Tariq Wiggins. Evan Scott Wilsey. Nicholas William Woods. The Bachelor of Science graduates in the Thelma P. Lally School of Education are Ashley Marie Atkins, Julian Barden, Rachel May Barnett, Lauren Nicole Botswick, Trevor Scott Bowerman, Olivia Janine Brooker, Lauren Michael Bullock, Erin Faith Carr, Jessica Allison Cartwright, Elizabeth Choinsky, Rachel E. Cody, Hope Diane Connors, Julia Rosario Cristania, Megan Elizabeth Crozer, Gladys E. Cuevas, Annalicia Jacqueline Diaz, Anna DiBernardo, Ashley Marie Donovan, Caitlin Margaret Farrell, Abigail Emily Ferris, Sophia Jeanette Feluta, Zachary Flanders, Sarah Elizabeth Frankson, Isabella Sophia Grasso, Ashanti Zaira Gwen, Julie Ann Hampton, Zach Paul Hoteling, Ashley Elizabeth Hauser, Shannon Lee Kelleher, Lauren Kathleen Kelly, Natalie Susan Hussell, Michaela Danae Lamont, Autumn Marie Latera Robinson, Elizabeth Ann Leclerc, Julia Alexandra Levan, Allison Louise Lizat, Elizabeth Lauren McGee, Megan Elizabeth McGinnis, Kristen McNamara, Haley Cecile Mello, Tamara Ann Naley, Lindsay Michaela Nazak, Nicole Amy Panetta, Danielle Lucy Patterson, Jenna E. Putnam, Kelsey Diane Rounds, Tiana Nicole Ruiz, Laura Catherine Rulo, Catherine Ensalo, Emily Nicole Sheba, Michaela Ann Shear, Caitlin M. Solner, William Paul Springer, Aaron D. Telfer, Nicolette McKenzie Wagner, Rochelle Rihanna Way, Ariona Jalone Williams, Victoria Jushma, Riley Ann Zink. The Bachelor of Arts graduates in the School of Mathematics and Science are Brianna Nicole Bowen, Jocelyn Monia Castillo, Rocco Jelavic, Cheyenne T. McKell, Richard Anthony Umholtz. The Bachelor of Science graduates in the School of Mathematics and Science are Robinson Acosta, Nayla Tizina Medofini Eral, Joshua E. Alves, Marlo Elizabeth Barbita, Marlo Elizabeth Barbarita, Brian Abishai Barker, Alana N. Barkman, Jupu Begum, Megan Elise Belgrave, Thomas Richard Bertonazzi, Carissa Renee Birthright, Nikiro R. Brightly, Florentina Ophelia Emily Campion, Grace M. Campion Pratt, Carmen Alexis Carter, Robert Stephen Kaiser, Angela Gabriela Sabata, Taylor Brooke Sestaro, Antoinette L. Chiaffi, Lexis T. Coughlin, Kevin Francis Curtis, Catherine Myrie Davis, Patricia Rose Dean, Justice Xavier Delez, Victoria Dingley, Sergey Fender Dominique, Hope Nova English, Mackenzie Maureen Ennis, Rhiannon Page Escobedo, Kenneth Phils Ami, Olin B. Flom, James E. Garrison, Emma Jane Gaskin, Tucker Geiger, Danielle Armand Harris, Stephen R. Healy, Tiana Taylor Higgins, Valerie Mamie Hines, Mercedes Elizabeth Hutchins, Austin James Ngara, Deanna Denise Jackson, Gregory Macklin John, Kezia Norisa Jones, Tiara Monet Carlquist, Kelly Ann Kierans, Jamie L. Kendrick, Devere Andrew Knight, Alexander Ross Kashgarian, Jared R. Kossover, Patience Small Quay, Shannon Lee Ligori, Brianna Isabel Maldonado, Nicole Kristen Minico, Marilena Marquina, Erica Ashley Martinez, Roma V. Mazzariello, Victoria Alexis McCauley, Moesha Sakara McLaughlin, Imani McLaurin, Marissa Taylor Malay, Jonathan David Montesanti, Shayla Alicia Moore, Sinadra Justine Morales, Alexandra Estrellas Mandrakas, Alexandra C. Mueller, Comfort Dansoa Obeng, Cheyenne Azia Otley Cleveland, Casey Lee Owens, Lexi Aaron Rose Patton, Sophie Elise Pentecost, Brianna Arlette Perron, Abigail R. Pierce, Mia K.L. Quinones, Lauren Alicia Rabidow, Maria Valentine Ravello, Christina Michelle Riley, Kenneth Robinson, Gianna Marie Robustiano, Justine Therese Roth, Charles Saez, Gracie Renee Schrader, Hannah Ruby Simon, Nola Smith, Stephanie Smith, Laura Catherine Steele, Kieran John Sullivan, Patrick James Teller, Ermani Ave Tucker, Brianni Alexis Velasquez, Delaney Catherine Warren, Julia Anastasia Welch, Kenneth W. Zajeski, Ariana Isabel Zamat, Mary Catherine Zarnowski, Jessica Ann Zinsar. The Master of Business Administration graduates in the Heather School of Business are Lena Marcella Arujo Lasso, Brian Edward Brewer, Thomas Ralph Ciccarelli, Victoria G. Clark, Leah Cole DeBasie, Ruama Einalim Eshet, John Anthony Gallo, Joseph A. Galuppi, Joseph Kenneth Garrett, Kayla Nicole Hughes, Jacqueline Marie Klein, Fabrice Curvney Michael, Stephen M. O'Brien, Michael Joseph Orso, Regina Marie Pollock, Pablo A. Rivera, Redina Shakya, Cody J. Shaw, Joseph Anthony Sespesi. The Master of Science graduates in the Heather School of Business are Stephen Bento, Zachary Dunn, Justin Sue, Nikita Gemwelli, Gabrielle J. Losi, Nala S. Morgan, Bala Tripura Sundari Padavala, Moyasor Benjamin Pitton, Reshma D. Ragobir, Jacob A. Schmiel, Kuhn Thierry. The Certificate of Advanced Study graduates in the Heather School of Business are Brian Edward Brewer, John Anthony Gallo, Stephen M. O'Brien, Renee K. Pennant, Regina Marie Polak. The Master of Science in Education graduates in the Thelma P. Lally School of Education are Munira Muhammad Alarfi, Sarah Caitlin Aldrich, Lisa Michelle Alexander, Anne Michaela Alquist, Michael Peter Aruccio, Kira Akimi Balaspas, Alyssa M. Bazaniti, Casey Lynn Bellinger, Jordan Nicole Bonney, Emily Jane Bortoloni, Jacqueline Ariel Bovey, Melissa A. Boyd, Alicia Marie Brady, Shauna Margaret Brown, Kelly Virginia Burke, Katie A. Caringer, Lisa Marie Calabria, Lydia Ruth Calabro, Darby E. Carroll, Alexis Marie Celentano, Alexis Marie Celentano, Emily Laura Chasen, Lauren Nicole Christian, Julia Samantha Chacchio, Kirby K. Legette Clark, Lindsay Frame Cleary, Lauren Elizabeth Cody, Alyssa Cohen, Lee Rose Condemi, Caitlin May Conway, Heather L. D'Angelo, Andre Vaughn Davis, Sean Michael DeBasey, Stephanie DiLorenzo, Evan Lloyd Denning, Kayla Louise DeBasey, Sabrina Dominique, Lexi Morgan Drake, Megan Marie Driscoll, Lauren Elizabeth Dunn, Elizabeth Evans, Molly Ann Farrell, Christina N. Film, Taylor Teresa Foley, Tiernan Jameson Foley, Jasmine Franco, Dakota Wayne Fuller, Kathleen Mary Garrity, Melissa Ann Greener, Brianna Elisa Greer, Emily Louise Hall, Alexandra Carson Hayes, Benedette Marie Herbst, Alyssa Marie Hobart, Lee Catherine Heidelin, Rosalind Yinka Idowu, Alexandra Marie Imparati, Haley Ann Jensen, Brooke Johnson, Leroy Augustus Johnson Jr., Rachel Florine Johnson, Audrey Elaine Jones, Ashley Marie Kaufman, Thomas James Kearney, Alyssa L. Kramer, Natalie Marie Kratochville, Nicholas Cecil Lack, Taryn Yvonne Lansdall, Lucas G. Lavera, Jenna Lefebvre, Marie Angela Lucchesi, Megan R. Marcarelli, Alyssa Lynn Mahoney, Shelley Mariano, Beatrice Denise Mariner, Maria Nicole Matarazzo, Zachary Garrett May, Norman William McAfee, Erin Dorothy McDonald, Courtney E. McDowell, John McNally, Emily Margaret Meister, Catherine Rebecca Merritt, Jennifer Ann Metzger, Jessica Jean Mitchell, Brianna A. Morales, Katie Patricia Williams Morrison, Marissa Rose Napolitano, Emily Sarah Needham, Sarah Negabon, Elizabeth Nevins, Walia Niazi, Emily Marie Nicholson, Haley Nicole Nyland, Juliana Helene Niles, Alexandra DeForest Nizalek, Nia Alyssa O'Connor, Renee Lynn Paduano, Sophia Evelyn Park, Hannah Nicole Parker, Taryn Lesbia Pennybaker, Lee Mackenzie Pike, Alina Michelle Polak, Jennifer Elizabeth Pasnick, Catherine Claire Pirtle, Jillian Quianti, Aswathi Rajan, Princess Diamond Pearl Rollins, Shariva Alicia Reed, Alexa Marie Reyes, Kelsey Lee Richards, Phyllis Catherine Ranella, Jenna Marie Rivet, Mackenzie Hope Rogers, Samantha R. Romanzesco, Sarah Jean Romeo, Rebecca Ann Rosales, Jessica I. Ruckert, Kateri Ann Rusinovic, Megan Elizabeth Scasia, Chris Matthew Shishtel, Amanda Rose Sherratt, Amy Scott, Eljaquana Shatima Scott, Emily Serrano, Sarah Marie Smith, Claire Elizabeth Stein, Christine Inez Stroh, Mason William Tallman, Amanda Tantillo, Ashley Nicole Taylor, Rachel Elizabeth Tennite, Kelly Marie Thayer, Sarah Cynthia Tischler, Dennis Robert Turner, Jessica Twist, Joseph Nelson Van Ullen, Taylor Morgan Van Tyne, Elizabeth Ann Banata, Michaela M. Verdile, Brittany Lynn Wager, Diamond Monique Walker, Karen Emily Walsh, Tori Alexis Weaver, Caroline Elizabeth Wells, Brittany Melissa Whitford, Claire Ellen Williams, Haley Claire Winch, Karina P.S. Hardy, Michael Vincent Zambinski. The Certificate of Advanced Studies graduates in the Thelma P. Lally School of Education are Anne Michaela Alquist, Brian Matthew Bartlett, Andrew Bennett, Michael Bennett, Catherine L. Blackman, Sarah Lyndall Blood, Jolyn Rebecca Borst, Corrine Rebecca Brown, Christopher Carlos, Michael Thomas Carlson, Maria Katerina Cohn, Jody Marie Capolo, Abigail Page Kraft, Catherine Elizabeth Cummings, Janiyah Davis, Kayla L. DeBasey, Jennifer R. Dunn, Michael Elliott, Sarah Huger Feast, Sarah Flannery, Lindsay Jean Furcatus, Amy Jennifer Frank, Catherine Elizabeth Garnett, Jerry James Gibson III, Amelia A. Hajaw, Megan Lee Heimroth, Kimberly Ann Hibbard, Melissa H. Hindez, Nathan Michael Jones, Anata F. Kenyon, Andrew Sean Crackett, Nicole Elizabeth Labatt, Rebecca La Muhammad, Patricia Marie Lavery, Thea Nicole McVaughn, Hannah E. Medej, Nicole Francis Mahoney, Laura Ann Markham, Jacqueline Nichelle McAllister, Jamie Lynn McGovern, Sydney Farrell Mitchell, Megan Kathleen Mooney, Nicole M. Morton, Lauren Onatz Opelt, Michael S. Pavlovich, Bianca Jude Petrilli, Kelly Jean Phillips, Marissa May Ramos, Brianne Alize Rogers, Samuel Trent South, Mackenzie Marie Stoller, Kate McNamara Thibault, Alyssa Lee Tierney, Kelly Collins Webster, Jessie Lee Westfall, Barbara Ann Zacharakis. The Master of Science graduates in the School of Mathematics and Science are Noor Ahmed, Shanaj Akhtar, Sultan Saleh Alamri, Salwa Saleh Alamri, Andrapu Naya Bagravi, Priyanka Reddy Badam, Tammy Bernston, Rushkish Reddy Bernachu, Stephanie R. Capone, Quing Chen, Bernadette Grace DeMaria, Carolyn Lee Elacqua, Anna Rose Frigali, Katrina Marie Giorgio, Jenna Len Gregory, Geneva Grice, Caitlin Marie Guarino, Tanaya C. Higdon, Caitlin Maria Kelly, Chan Yang Lin, Yi Lu, Sunil Varma Madunari, Selena Jacqueline Anzo, Sangwon Park, Raj Harishbhai Patel, Taylor Rebecca Prince, Francesca Rodriguez, Ashley M. Savage, Shazad Shukat, Jesse Ann Alita Snyder, Sean Michael Sutton, Gary Thompson, Ravendra Prasad Vapala, Shunglin Julia Wang, Amy Weiss,